Shri Gautamji is presently working as a surgical gastroenterologist at the Kaveri Hospital, Chennai, and he is an executive committee member in the International Hepatopancreatic Biliary Association Indian chapter. His commitment to achieve excellence in the medical field is truly commendable. Apart from being an eminent professional, Shri Gautam is an avid quizzer, which has enabled him to bag the first prize in the national level quiz. This was conducted at the Stanley Medical College and Apollo Hospitals. He has won awards in various fora for his poster making skills and paper presentations in his chosen field. He has authored chapters in various gastroenterology texts and is presently part of a research project on nutritional adequacy and tolerance in patients undergoing abdominal surgery. As a consultant surgical gastroenterologist, he has been at the forefront of innovative surgical techniques, contributing significantly to advancements in the treatment of digestive disorders. His skill, compassion, and dedication to patient care have earned him not only professional acclaim, but also the gratitude of countless individuals and their families. We are privileged to have Shri Gautamji to join us today, not only to celebrate our annual day, but also to inspire us by sharing the experience of his journey so far. Wishing that you keep scaling heights with the blessings of the Almighty, we once again extend a warm welcome to Shri Gautamji and all the members of the management, principals, headmistress, staff, parents, and students. Namaste, Jai Hind.
Guest. A word about the memento. It is a Kalamkari painting depicting the tree of life. We feel happy to announce that the painting is sketched by our students. I invite the budding artists onto the dais. A. Akshay Hardik of class 9A, R. Krishna Prasad of class 9B, C.V. Harshita of class 10A.
The key to development of a society. Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Namaste one and all. Distinguished Chief Guest Dr. Gautam Krishnamurthy, surgical gastroenterologist and alumnus of our school. Honorary Secretary of Tamil Nadu Arya Samaj Educational Society, Sri Vikas Aryaji. Convener of our school and DAV Girls Senior Secondary School, Mugappir, Sri Yokesh Kaliaji and Srimati Mamta Kaliaji. Sri Vijay Kumar Gauhar, Governing Body Member. Director, Education and Innovation, Srimati Shanti Ashokan, and other esteemed members of the management. Srimati Ratha Venkatesh, Principal DAV Girls Senior Secondary School, Gopalapuram, and other principals, headmistresses of DAV Group of Schools, Srimati Aarti, Head Kala Kendram, Srimati Meenakshi, Headmistress, teachers, alumni invitees, parents, and students of our school. Namaste. On this 25th Annual Day celebration, looking at our journey in serving the cause of education, we feel elated to recall that in 1999, the school first came up with a class 11 comprising of 123 students and now has grown into a full-fledged school from LKG to standard 12. I'm indeed honored to have this opportunity to present annual report on the prime activities of our DAV Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Gilnagar, for the academic year 22-23. The school reopened on 6th June 2022 with a strength of 1,226 students and 73 staff. The year 2023 commenced on a wonderful note when the results of state board examination for classes 10, 11 and 12 were announced. Our academic achievements reflect the students' diligence and teachers' arduous efforts. We are happy to share the details of commendable performance of our students. Academic result 2022-23 class 12. 100 students appeared for the class 12 board exam in March 23. N. Darshini of 12A emerged as a school topper with a stellar score of 596 out of 600 in biology group. Nimmagada Sri Lakshmi Yasaswini Devi of 12B secured 589 out of 600 and topper in the computer science group. M. Malavika emerged as topper in commerce group with a total of 590 out of 600. This year we have had 6 centums each in computer science and accountancy, 4 in commerce, 2 in economics, and 1 each in biology and business mathematics. All students graduated with the flying colors and joined various institutions as follows. Class 11. 102 students appeared for class 11 board exam in March 2023. Commerce group, R. Rishikant with the highest total 592 out of 600 was the school topper. In a computer science group, A. Kirtana secured the second rank with a score of 583 out of 600. In biology group, S. Krishna Prasad secured a total of 560 out of 600. Centums. We are happy to highlight that we have had 3 centums in each accountancy and computer science, 1 each in economics and commerce, 2 in physics. Class 10 board exam results. 100 students appeared for the class 10 board exam in April 2023. M. Priya secured the first position with a majestic total of 494 out of 500. M. Harini stood second by scoring 591 out of 500. And M. Janani was placed third position with a score of 483 out of 500. It's a pleasure to highlight that 7 of our students scored centum in mathematics, 3 in science, 1 in English. Excellence in academics is the hallmark of any good institution, and the results of classes 10, 11 and 12 stands a testimony to it. Co-curricular activities. If the mind is intensely eager, everything can be accomplished. Mountains can be crumbled into atoms, said Swami Vivekananda. A number of activities and functions were organized throughout the year to ensure better personality development in the students, as we believe that each child is unique and possesses an inherent potential. The investor ceremony was an occasion to celebrate the indomitable spirit of resilience and felicitate the new torchbearers of the student council. The school adhered to the process of election to choose their leaders and was held on 20th July 2022 in an organized and seamless manner. Our annual sports meet was held on 11th August 2022 at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium along with the Mogapere cluster schools. The chief guest of the day was Sri Balamurugan, Mr. Asia 2016. On August 15th, our school celebrated the 76th Independence Day with a dignity and honor. Our revered secretary, Sri Vikas Aryaji, was the chief guest of the event, and the flag was hoisted by the senior-most staff of our school, Srimati Divyasri, Dr. P. Ravi, Dean, NIOS, and Institutional Outreach was the guest of honor. The theme, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, was adhered to with absolute patriotic fervor. The 24th Annual Day celebration was held on 1st September 2022 at Naradagana Sabha. Sri S. Sakita Raman, Carnatic Musician, founder Kala Siksha Music School, was the chief guest. The theme of the annual day was Panchamaha Yajna. The event was a huge success with an enthusiastic participation over 500 students. In order to help our students get their hands on experience on running a business unit, Vidya Sadhan, a stationery shop, was inaugurated on 12th September 2022, where the students from the commerce stream run the shop by themselves. Educational tours offer numerous benefits for school students beyond the classroom environment. On 17-10-22 to 20-10-22, boys of classes 9 to 12 were taken to Kanyakumari and girls were taken to Mysore. It provided them a rich and multifaceted learning experience. NCC camps serve as the transformative experiences, shaping young minds into responsible citizens and capable leaders. We feel proud to state that our school played host to the first Inter-DAV NCC Parakram camp held during the winter holidays from 26th to 28th December 2022. Myself, being a chief officer in NCC cadre, guided the cadets and conducted the event successfully. Veeramangai Velunachiyar Inter-DAV Silambam competition was held on 21st January 2023 in a school playground. By learning, practicing, and showcasing the art, we ensure that our culture's legacy is not forgotten but celebrated. 74th Republic Day was celebrated on 26th January 2023, and Srimati P.R. Venmadi IPS, Assistant Inspector General of Police, Social Justice and Human Rights, Government of Tamil Nadu, was the chief guest. Our school hosted Pradetuvani Inter-DAV Music Competition on 30th January 2023. From soulful vocals to skillful instrumental performances, this competition highlighted the diverse range of musical abilities in our students. Students of classes 3 to 8 were taken on day trips to places like the Rail Museum, Children's Museum, Mamallapuram in the month of February 2023. The school left no stone unturned in enabling students to participate in all intra-school competitions, sporting activities, and the celebrations. In closing this annual report, we reflect on a year of growth, achievements, and unwavering dedication towards mission of our school. The chapters of this year have been written by our exceptional students, dedicated educators, committed staff, and supportive parents. Together, we have woven two tapestry of learning, innovation, and sharing values that define who we are as a school. I express my heartfelt gratitude to the members of the management for their constant motivation and support that they unfailingly provide to the teaching and non-teaching staff for the smooth functioning of a school. We pay our due respect to our revered founder secretary, late Sri Jaidev ji, who had been an embodiment of enthusiasm, devotion, commitment, service, and zeal for his contributions to the field of education. He still remains a guiding star in all our future endeavors. Carrying the legacy forward in helping our institution to reach the epitome of success goes to our revered Secretary Sri Vikas Aryaji for the advancement of education, which is embedded in the spirituality and the service. I pray the Almighty to shower His blessings on all of us. Thank all those who are present here for this occasion. Humble pranams. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste to all. Actually, I am speechless and wordless. It's an honor and a nostalgic moment for me to be back at the institute which has shaped my career and life in many ways, and it's continuing to do so. I thank Sri Yogesh Kalia ji, Sri Ramana Velavan sir, Sri Shanti ma'am, Srimati Radha ma'am, and other dignitaries on stage and off stage for inviting me for this 25th annual day celebration. I passed out of DAV Gilnagar almost 2 decades back. A lot of things have changed over these 2 decades in various sectors. I think the most prominent would be the communication sector. Those days, pager used to be the most common mobile communication device. I don't think many of you would have seen it. The first edition of iPhone was not released by then. I used to have a constant quarrel with my father to catch the newspaper at the first thing in the morning. Nowadays, we read news through our mobile phones and laptops. No longer we go through the print media. Similarly, in banking sector, there have been changes where my weekly visit to the bank branches to deposit my piggy bank amount has now been transformed into digital transactions and internet banking. I hardly visit my bank once a year. Take my field itself in instance. In those days, laparoscopic surgery was just coming up. So, open surgery is the conventional means of surgery where we cut open the abdomen, see the organs with our own eyes and do surgery. Whereas laparoscopic technique is where we make small holes within the abdomen, insert a camera, and then put other instruments to perform the same surgery. Even the senior most surgeons at those times were very apprehensive about this technique. Patients considered it completely unsafe, and they thought only incomplete surgeries can be performed when we use cameras and instruments. But now, nearly 95% of the surgeries I perform are laparoscopic surgeries. Be it gallbladder removal, hernia surgery, or cancer surgery, laparoscopic surgery has been proven to be equal or even superior to open surgery in certain circumstances. In a similar way, even school education has changed over a lot during these 2 decades. They might be as a resultant of change in government regulations or the change in need to satisfy the demands at that present current era. For example, we had the COVID pandemic. During the pandemic, there was a need for us to continue education without having a face-to-face class. Suddenly, we started seeing online classes being promoted, and we started seeing edutech companies coming into education stating online classes are going to be the future. They are the new norm. They are likely to replace all the face-to-face classes. So what happened after the pandemic got over? In the last 1 year, we are witnessing a lot of edutech companies undergoing massive losses, massive layoffs, and even possible closure. On the other hand, we have an institute which was started in 1999 with just 123 students, has now grown over years to have 1,200 students across all sections. The institute just weathered the storm without even a single scratch. There was nothing stopping them. So, what is the basic difference? Why did this occur? We had on one side companies, edutech companies, which were also involved in education, which bloomed, had a sharp downward curve. Whereas on the other hand, we have our institute, which has grown over the years without even a dent being made by the COVID pandemic. I think it is the principles on which the institute is built on. When we see those edutech companies, they entered education for money. It was a greed that brought them inside. They wanted to replace a traditional proven system of school education by dramatically changing everything overnight. Their principle was not in imparting true education. On the other hand, this institute is built on a very strong principle of giving high quality, value-based, holistic, affordable education to all. I think that is the main reason why the institute could not be shaken by any kind of external influence, and I am sure it will also not be shaken by any external influence in future. The name of DAV goes along with high quality. The standard of teaching is probably the best among any other education systems that exist in the country. Dedicated teachers form the pillars of this system. Just bringing in a fashionable gadget to replace a committed teacher will never work. I was just amazed by the number of awardees. I'm sure there is a role of a teacher in each and every one of them. It is the teacher along with the parents and the students' input that has made them come to this stage that makes it truly remarkable. For example, even this simple invite, I'm sure with all the money at disposable state, they could have just asked a company to print an invite and send it by email or send it by WhatsApp. I think now that's the trend. But look at the amount of time and effort that has been put into making this invite. Look at the painting. So that shows the quality and the principles for which the institute stands for. And I'm also happy that it is not only bringing a student into the intellect or the genius category. And holistic development involves developing their extracurricular activities. I think DAV Kala Kendram and DAV Kriya Kendram are nurturing and addressing these demands. Along with the general curriculum, the integrated learning methodology is also helping and training students to tackle the NEET and JEE. So again, the education system has changed over years, but the DAV Institute keeps to its principle to provide that high quality education and ensure education is imparted to all. Apart from these, the inclusive school concept, I think, is a very, very important concept. It helps in developing good citizens, not only good students and good entrepreneurs, but good citizens who are likely to be more compassionate when they go out of the school. So having said this, still I sometimes fear the students are not enjoying their life. I did find a select group of students enjoyed when there were select students who had received the award. Where is the mistake? I am not very sure about it. I am more into medical education, not into school education, but I personally believe it is about the misperception of our goals. We all think goal is a single point event. That is getting first rank in the midterm exam, getting the best outgoing student, or probably getting a prize in any arts competition. But I don't think that is true. What happens once we receive it? What happens once we achieve that goal? Do we need to develop a new goal each and every time? Or do we need to have multiple goals? I don't think that is how we should work. We should enjoy the process in achieving that goal. The process is more important than the actual destination. Like for example, I like the subject physics a lot. I cannot have a goal that I need to get first rank in physics. Then after 12th standard, I would not have studied physics at all, because after that I entered medical education. But if I had the goal of understanding physics, that is a lifelong process. That is something we will all invest in time, day in and day out, because I enjoy to do so. If at any point of time we are having the books which are given to us, they are just mere tools. We find it insufficient. Now we have so many other resources to understand the concepts better. We have other books, we have seniors to guide us, we have committed teachers to help us understand these concepts. I think it's very important for us to ensure we enjoy the process, and all these small events like first rank or getting into a medical seat become mere stations in the journey and not the ultimate destination. During this journey, we are likely to be faced with a lot of hurdles. I'm sure even now when I was discussing with the committee members that with respect to the change in government regulations, there is always a dilemma whether we need to give in or stay put. But again, if we have our principles strong, we'll always make the right decision. So I think with the principles of the ethos that this institute follows, it is very likely they'll always make the right decision. What happens if we don't follow the principle? Like for example, I have just one principle in life. That is to do the best for the patient. That is what my parents have taught, and that is what I have been following. It might require me to read more. It might require me to upskill my technique more. It might require me to resort to a junior's help, a colleague's help, a senior's help. But whatever it is, I need to do it so that I do the best for the patient. At any point of time, if we try to violate this principle for any reason, be it for fame, be it for money, be it for designation, be it for power, I think we are going to have sleepless nights, and whatever we have achieved is likely to be short. Hard, as a junior person, as a registrar, you will be a good consultant. Then again, consultant to senior consultant, then consultant, senior consultant to head. So what happens? Now I am head. That doesn't mean I stop learning. That doesn't mean that I don't reinvent myself every day. I don't think that is the fact. If my goal was to enjoy medicine and treat patients, all these change in designations are mere stations in my journey, and they are not my destinations. So I think we should, as youngsters in future also, we should have a process as a goal. We should develop principles and adhere to them. That is what is going to make us enjoy the life. A surgeon can perform 1,000 surgeries of the same nature, but each and every surgery is different and unique. There are no two common surgeries that can be performed by the surgeon. Each and every surgery is a challenge to the surgeon. Unless the surgeon is updated and wants to do the best for the patient, is unlikely to grow in life as well as in career. So with those words, if time may permit, I would just like to share my experience during one of my school days. So it was just 11th standard. I entered 1 month into 11th standard. At that time, we had the officer bearer was selected. They were not elected. I don't know what is the process now. Now we have election. So I think democracy is coming up. So at that time it was selection. So we had a circular that was circulated among various classes asking for volunteers to become office bearers. I had actually got transferred from another school, from a different syllabus, with the primary aim of studying only. Nothing else. Study, study, study. Try to get good marks and try to get into a good undergraduate course. So I was worried, if I suppose volunteer and I get deviated from this track, is it going to be purposeful of me coming into the school? So I didn't give my name. I allowed it to pass. 1 week later, I was called to the staff room. There I had Chitra ma'am and Radhika ma'am. Radhika ma'am was my English teacher, and Chitra ma'am, I think later on became the principal of DAV Gilnagam. So they were sitting opposite to each other. I was thinking I made some blunder in the class, or my English was so poor that they are going to fry me now. But madam made me sit down. She told, Gautam, why are you not volunteering for becoming an office bearer? I told, no ma'am, I was hesitating basically. I didn't know that, I cannot tell now openly, so ma'am, I will not study if I become an office bearer. So I was just hesitating, I was just swallowing my words. Then she told, no, it will be good if you become the school people leader. I don't know what ran in my mind. Suddenly I told, ma'am, I'll be an house leader. I still don't understand why I told those words. Probably I wanted to choose the mean path. Not being an office bearer or being a school people leader. Not to take too many responsibilities. I want to take the middle path. I told I'll become the house leader. Oh, madam was shocked. She was confused as expected. So then she asked me again, are you sure? I told yes. Then she told, okay Gautam, you can take 2 days time and then tell me again. So on my way back, she shook my hand and she told, such a firm handshake, I think you should think about becoming the school people leader. The 2 days passed, it became a week. I never reconsidered the decision, so I became the Narmada house leader at that point of time. So I enjoyed each and every minute that I was playing the role of an office bearer. We did have the Halcyon being conducted. So my friend P.R. Hari became the school people leader. I think even the current SPL's name starts with Hari. So P.R. Hari became the school people leader. We were very good friends. But in organizing any sports event or this cultural event, Halcyon, he was practically non-visible. It was me running all the show. I used to give out passes. So there will be a list of students standing near me in the break time. Gautam, sign this out pass. Sign this out pass. So I will see whether it is required or not, only sign. But I'm just saying, responsibility is given, but power is taken. So if you stick to what is only given to you, we are unlikely to grow. It is for us to decide what we do and what we do not do. This has reflected in many places in my life. One small instance was the PGI exam which I had given. So for people who don't know how PGI Chandigarh works, in those days they used to have a dedicated exam that happens only in Chandigarh. Imagine a person from Tamil Nadu traveling to Chandigarh to write one single exam for that particular institute. Now you have JEE, NEET, INICET, so that you have all colleges put together and you can go to a center and write those exams. Imagine traveling all this way. So after my MS, I did think about joining PGI. So I went there, I gave my exam, I combined it with 2 or 3 more exams. So my exam schedule was like this. November 29th, I gave one exam in Delhi, stayed there for a week, then went to Chandigarh to give my exam on December 7th, that is 1 week time. Then come back to Delhi on December 9th to give another exam and travel to Calcutta on December 12th to give my MRCS exam. So this was the schedule I had. What happened? December 7th, I gave my exam. Usually that's a 2-step exam. We have the written exam, which is an MCQ based exam. Then we have the interview. So in the interview, they select 5 times the number of candidates for a given seat. So suppose if only 1 seat is available, they select 5 candidates to appear for the interview. December 7th, I wrote. The night I went and saw the notice board. The results were not printed. 8th, I went back. Results were not printed. Morning. So I took a train from Chandigarh to Delhi to give my exam on the 9th. Suddenly I get a call from my brother who was in PGA at that time. Gautam, you have been selected for the interview. Imagine, I am traveling from Chandigarh to Delhi to an exam which I am 100% sure I'll get a seat. That is more or less a guaranteed seat. That was a diploma and national board exam. And PGI Chandigarh, it's a very prestigious institute. I am selected one among 5 for the interview. I was in a dilemma whether to continue my travel to Delhi or to return back to Chandigarh. I was thinking this way, that way. Then again, as DAV taught me, never try to set your goal. The goal sets for itself. It's the best competitor for you is not around you, is within you. So I took the decision of foregoing my exam in Delhi and went back to Chandigarh. Typically in the interview, out of the 5 candidates, you will have already 2 PGIs, that is, those who are already an alumnus of PGA. Interview, no. If you have a known face, obviously the preference is given to them. So I saw those 2. I was like, we made a mistake. We should have gone, given the DNB exam. We could have got a seat. Our life would have been settled. Now unnecessarily we are coming and wasting our time. Then I gave the interview. Somehow I felt good when I gave the interview. I did the examination, I presented a case. Then in the final viva, one of the examiners, his name is Dr. Gurpreet Singh, just by his sheer eyesight he can burn you. So he asked me, in typical Punjabi, which I can't even tell you now, you don't know Hindi, how can you talk to patients in Punjabi? I thought that was a very good question because I didn't know Hindi at that time. So I told, sir, I will learn. Then the HOD from back, he told, he will learn. Then I understood, that is the green signal. So probably I was selected, and rest, as I say, that it was history. So I became the first non-PG8 to enter into a surgical gastroenterology program at PGI Chandigarh. So I just wanted to share it, like whatever we are trying to learn, it is to satisfy us. It is not to satisfy others. So success does not lead to happiness. Happiness leads to success. So if you love what you do, you will definitely succeed. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste. It is a great honor to propose the vote of thanks on the 25th annual day of our school. We begin our thanks with the Almighty for making this event a grand success. We express our heartfelt gratitude to the Chief Guest, Dr. Gautam Krishnamurthy, alumnus of DAV Gilnagar, for his esteemed presence. Sir, your presence on this day has enthused our children and has given them the encouragement to pursue their academic goals relentlessly and bring glory to their alma mater. Thank you, sir. We appreciate the presence of your family members who had earlier visited the institution to attend the PTA meetings, but are now witnessing you being honored as the chief guest of the same school. Indeed, a great achievement, sir. We thank our Director, Education and Innovations of DAV Group of Schools, Srimati Shanti Ashokan ma'am, who has always been supportive of our initiatives and encouraged us to strive for excellence. Thank you, ma'am. We thank Shri Vijay Kumar Gauharji, Shri Piyush Aryaji, the members of the management who are the pillars of support in all our programs. Thank you all. Our heartfelt thanks go to Shri Yogesh Kalyaji, convener DAV Gilnagar, for an enthusiastic welcome. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks go to Srimati Mamta Kalya for gracing this occasion. A special thanks to Srimati Radha Venkatesh, Principal, DAV Girls Gopalabram, for taking time to attend our annual day program. Thank you, ma'am. We wish to place on record our sincere thanks to our principal, Sri Ramana Velavan sir, whose dynamic leadership has brought us together to work for the success of this mega event. Sir, your unstinted support and guidance was indeed an effective tool for all of us to overcome the bottlenecks we confronted while planning and executing the task. Thank you, sir. We avail this opportunity to spell out the words of thanks to our headmistress, Srimati Meenakshi ma'am, for being our shield and support, a driving force behind all our worthy pursuits. Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of our entire team and audience, we express our appreciation to Srimati Aarti ji, Head Kala Kendram, in making this annual day a memorable one. Thank you, ma'am. Our thanks is also due to our team of devoted and zealous teachers who have worked round the clock to accomplish the task at hand, even at great inconvenience to their regular classes. Thank you, dear teachers. We thank our alumni mentors who are always there, contributing valuable inputs and holding our hands when it is needed. Thank you, alumni mentors. Such a mega event cannot be planned and organized overnight. The efforts of our team of a proactive, committed, job-savvy supporting staff made this event a grand success. Thank you, Annas and Akkas. We believe the successful conduct of such a mega event requires an unabated stream of blessings and well wishes from the parent community. We all are indeed fortunate enough to have you, the parent community, on this special day. As we firmly believe the progress of the school, its growth and its glory is directly related to your blessings. We congratulate our upcoming rock stars, our students, who are bringing joy to this occasion with their outstanding performance. Your successful performance today is a result of your long days of practice and hard work. Lastly, we express our sincere thanks to all the staff who manage the sound system, light effects, and the auditorium administrators for the smooth conduct of today's event. Thank you all once again. Namaste.